off now. I'm so used to having to wear a mask, and the kids are too, that we wear it everywhere, but sometimes I forget. And anyhow, so Noe went.
Hey!
And doesn't she look great?
This is vacation, Noe.
Yeah.
Take the next left onto North 4th
These little
Street.
things are cool. I'd like to get on one of those.
Oh, it's a bicycle thingy.
Yeah. You gotta be a certain age, I think.
Yeah, it's a bicycle
Alcohol.
bar.
Yeah. But anyhow, she got up early, rented a car, and we're going to head to the Vegas sign so that I can see that finally. And we'll see the Vegas sign and then probably head to Meow Wolf.
Get breakfast first.
Yeah, get breakfast, stuff like that. Actually drive around the city and all of this and just see what's here and what's available.
Turn left onto North 4th Street.
Oops.
It's good to have a
Turn left onto Las Vegas Boulevard North, then turn left onto Stewart Avenue.
it's good to have a Bombshell Brazilian waxing and beauty lounge. Nice.
Mama, I told Zayda is sitting without a car seat.
I know.
So anyway, we are on our way. It's good to not be in a Uber. They're okay, and
Well,
it takes
the
all the
price of
stress
this
out.
car is the price of what it's been for 2 Ubers because they've been Uber XLs.
Yeah, we've had to Uber XL it because we have an XL size.
But
van.
at least Uber XLs have been available.
Exactly there, and it would make sense because we're in a family
Or a
centric-
group, a
right?
group city.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to probably flip it around so you guys can kind of see. It's going to be a very long video, I'm sure, of the whole trip that we've been on. But, you know, over the years, I've had people say they want a long video. There are some people that hate any video that I put up. But you know what? That's cool, and I love them. I love the people that hate me, and I adore the people that love me. So, anyhow, I'm going to flip this around so you guys can actually see parts of Vegas. We're in downtown.
Traffic down here.
Yeah, downtown is easy. There's no traffic. You know, in Reno, which, you know, I haven't
Take the
been
next
or
left
anything.
onto Stewart Avenue, then turn right onto North 4th Street.
Probably got to turn some air on in this joint because it's a little warm. There was a hotel. I'm like, we should just buy it. But it's like a tiny little hotel about as big as that. Ooh, that's for lease. It's about as big as that little building there that you see. It's very small. And I said, you know, hey, that could be an. She's like, but it's Reno. Wow, you ran the
light.
you ran the light big time. She said, but it's in Reno. I'm like, well, hey, it's a start.
Turn
But-
right onto North 4th Street.
I don't think you can see it, but so the Grand is where we have been staying. They actually remodeled the inside of that not too long ago.
I wonder what it was before it was the Grand, or has it always been the
It may
Grand?
have always been the Grand because if you walk up a little bit, there's old sections that I don't think they use anymore that used to be casino area probably,
Yeah.
and they've moved it back because it covers a pretty decent size area. But what's interesting about Vegas, and maybe probably the same with Reno, is a lot of developers. There's only like 2 operators on the strip. There's more than 2, but
In 1,000 feet, use any lane. to
2
take the
developers
95 North ramp to I-15.
own, or 2 property owners own most of the casinos there, right? Which I found fascinating. So Caesars is one of the big owners.
Use any
And,
lane to US 95 North ramp, then merge onto I-515 North.
Caesars is one big one, and then I think I forget MGM.
MGM. Yeah.
Yeah, MGM owns a bunch of others. So a lot of the ones that you see are all the same companies. There are a few that are not. And then when you get to downtown Las Vegas, which is where we are, you see Circa right there. We'll see it again. It's the tallest building in downtown Vegas, and it's also the newest that's been built since 1980. Because all of the other development has been going on.
I-515 North,
So,
US
you
95
see,
North, then use the right 2 lanes to take exit 76.
The building there, no, not now. You'll see it again.
Use the right 2 lanes
It's right there, the shiny building with the sign. So that's Circa. It's been, it's pretty interesting, but some brothers own that as well as a couple of more right in downtown. So they, that's kind of how Vegas is. So only a few people own most of what you see, and then you have a few stragglers. But yeah, those brothers own like 3 different properties downtown.
It's insane.
It is insane.
Ooh, tell them about my gambling experience.
Oh yeah, so when we first went to get a car, the guy that took us to the location, I gave him a tip. I gave him a $5 tip. It's like, whatever, it's great. He was nice, great guy. And so when I found out that was not even, it was the not his fault, but the company was scammy.
In a quarter mile, use the right lanes to continue on I-15.
I told Noel, I said, man, we just got ripped off. Because I gave him money. He's working hard, obviously. It's not his fault.
He reminded me of your uncle.
Yeah, he reminded me of my uncle. And
use the left lanes to continue on I-15.
So anyhow, Noel went downstairs. I think it was that night or the next night. And she put $5 in a machine.
Keep left to stay on I-15.
And did you just do it once?
I just put in $5 because I was like, whatever, $5. And I did 2 bets. And the second bet, I got a total of $10. So I got my $5 back, and I got an extra $5.
Exactly.
So, and that's the extent of what I will probably do in gambling.
Right. Yeah, we don't gamble much. And then the first night, or second night, was it first night?
That was the first night.
First night we went and drank. And this one here almost made a bad rookie mistake. I was close. If I had one more drink, I would have made a bad rookie mistake of getting really sick. But I didn't. And it was great. First night, this guy was just talking. And he even bought me a drink because I was like, Noelle says she was going to come out later. So I just basically, once he went to the bathroom, because he kept talking, I didn't want to be rude, but I got another drink, and he's like, I'll take care of it, don't worry about it. I was like, that's nice. And I just took it up to Noelle. I'm like, I'll let her have that drink. So it was perfect.
It was good, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was good. But see, I think that's what kind of messed her up. It was all the sweet, because I didn't have that particular one. I had something else.
Well, because we had a Vegas bomb shot, and I slammed that, and I had an empty stomach, basically.
Yeah.
And then we had a Vegas bomb drink, and so it's just the sweetness. But yeah, and also I don't drink that much, so it was.
Yeah.
My tummy was mad at me yesterday.
Yes.
What, baby? Yeah, that's all the strip.
That's all the strip right there, baby.
Oh, apparently, so it's extra hazy today. Apparently, there was a fire at the Sahara. It had been burning since like 4 in the morning, and when I went to get the rental car at like 8:30, it was still, smoke was billowing out still.
Oh, wow.
Like, the Uber driver and I were like, we don't know what's on fire. I was like, their whole like oil, their whole like all the grease. We're like, I don't know, but it was a big old plume of smoke, so that's why it's extra hazy.
Here's Meow Wolf over here to the right. And so when we lived in New Mexico, that company got started in Santa Fe, and so we didn't get a chance to see it then, but they've since become a big company. And so now they have locations in different places. It'd be great if they put one closer to Tacoma, Seattle, but right now they're expanding everywhere but there. They're actually going to DC and in Denver, believe it or not, because Denver's close to Santa Fe. They actually have 2 locations. So they have one at their theme park, and then they have one that's built right in the middle of the interstate loop.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take exit 36 for Russell Road, County Road 215 West.
So they've been doing quite a bit of things here in the last little bit of time. And what I might do is make this a separate video from some of the others. Just cause. So I probably will have this as a separate video. And all the ones I've done prior and probably even after will be collided onto one. Because this one is kind of just a show of what's out here, and I can do it. I can narrate this comfortably without doing it in the back of an Uber. All right, let's see if we can. Nice. Traffic's not
In a quarter
too
mile, use
bad.
the right 2 lanes to take exit 37 for West Tropicana Avenue.
Well, it's out of rush hour. I got in rush hour traffic with the Uber driver.
Yeah. Okay, so yep.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 37, then keep left at the fork.
There's In-N-Out Burger.
Keep
Yeah.
left at the fork.
Traffic's not too bad, but I have seen yesterday it was nasty. It was nasty yesterday. There's Luxor and Excalibur and all of those, and yeah, the castle is Excalibur, and there's the Allegiant Stadium
The
over there
Raiders play, right?
where the Raiders play. That's a $2 billion building.
It looks like a spaceship.
Yeah, it's insane. So yeah, yesterday Sweets demanded
In a quarter mile,
that we
turn
go
right
to the
on
castle.
Las Vegas Boulevard South.
And so we said, yes, ma'am. And so we went over to,
Well, we had told her that there was a castle that she could see, so then we had to make true on our.
Turn right
promises.
onto Las Vegas Boulevard South.
So we did. MGM Grand right there where a lot of the
Yeah, we only
boxing.
saw a very small portion of the strip yesterday.
Everybody was kind of tired. Obviously.
Continue on Las Vegas Boulevard South for 1.5 miles.
We don't do a lot of walking like we should.
Also, okay, you and I went to bed at like 4:30 in the morning.
Right,
And then we woke up at like 7.
right.
So we had like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. And the kids also went to bed super late.
Yeah,
And we were up at 7. So
right.
we were tired.
Yeah.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Yep. So today we are much more refreshed and we are.
Pineapple? Yeah, they do look like pineapples.
You're right.
What?
Is that really America's Got Talent?
They have a show there, yeah.
Yeah. Live from Vegas. A lot of shows happen here. I read a thing that Usher, I don't know if he's living here now, but Usher now is doing a series of shows here. He first was going to do just a few that he was booked for and signed for, and then before he even could finish, because they're all been sold out, they were like, "Nah, can you consider a little bit more?" And so he signed on, and so I think it's going to extend not only all of this year, but I think a little bit of even next year. So it's pretty cool.
I can't believe David Copperfield still does a show. Like, isn't he... Like, my mom always loved David Copperfield.
He's older, but
isn't
he's
he-
very popular.
Like, he's got to be in his 60s, right?
I would think. But yeah, he's very, very popular.
His show now, I'm like, I don't know. It's like spaceship and dinosaurs. And I'm like, I don't... What is that even...
Yeah, there's got to definitely be something that is super alluring to it, because a lot of people,
Well, magic is just cool.
it is. It really is. Don't want to make everybody dizzy, but yeah. When I first went to Vegas, I made it a point to go to.
Ooh, I've never seen this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I made it a point to go see. I like all this thicket of palm trees here.
Yeah.
I made it a point to go see Flamingo and Koval, which is where Tupac was actually gunned down. And even when I went there, which was 10 years ago, it's insane. When I went there, so when I went there, there was still like stuff that people would leave, obviously, because he made such a huge impact on everybody. And I was kind of surprised, but also happy that people haven't forgotten him.
There was a guy on the strip dressed like Tupac, or in downtown last night, in
Mhm.
Fremont. There's some interesting things on Fremont.
Yes.
Rando people just dress up in whatever they want.
There was
And
a guy with a tinfoil hat that was down there too, but I think he may have had some issues. But hey,
so they can't hear his thoughts.
I guess so. I don't know. But
oh, I see it.
yeah, I don't see it yet.
I think,
I see the elephant.
I know it's close to Harley Davidson. I do know that.
but it's all the roads all torn up. Like, are we gonna be able to access it?
I don't know.
I see a pink elephant.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big Mandalay Bay was, man.
Yeah, Mandalay Bay is
It's
massive.
massive.
Yeah, it's massive. It's a mega resort.
Mama,
Well, in a conference center too. What, baby?
Yeah.
we got to be
Oh, I see the pink elephant.
I think Mandalay Bay, didn't they also have it where oh, cars over there. Didn't Mandalay Bay, they have an arena in there? I believe.
Is that Mandalay or is that MGM?
Well, both do. MGM does, but I think Mandalay Bay does also. Like it's a large, it's an arena.
Oh,
I don't know what because I mean they put on shows, but I don't know if they hold anything other than that now. All right. Well, since we're just sitting here, I'm going to pause it so I don't.
yeah. So
Bore you guys
the
to death.
Uber driver was talking about because he lived in Santa Fe for a year. Like the Uber. Well, we connected with an Uber driver yesterday, and he grew up in Indianapolis. Like I knew exactly like the historic neighborhood where he grew up. It's close to IUPUI. Like it was so crazy. And then he had like a college buddy that lived in Tacoma, and I was like, well, we live in Tacoma. It was just so bizarre.
Small world.
Yeah, absolutely. But the guy, my Uber driver this morning, he lived in Santa Fe, so we were talking about Meow Wolf and stuff. And I don't remember. Oh, and I was like, the one thing I said, we lived in Albuquerque. I said the one thing we wish that they would have had more of was the palm trees. But he made a good point because Albuquerque's high desert, so it gets too cold for the palm trees. Because here it hardly ever gets like below freezing.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you go to Tucson, they have palm trees everywhere. And because I was always confused, I'm like, they're kind of in the same location, but no, one's high desert because Albuquerque's also a mile-high city. I see the sign now.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Do
And
you think the parking's on the left or the parking's on the right?
I don't know.
Crosswalk 2.
Yeah, drive carefully. Come back soon. It's awesome. I was reading the history about this also. There's a lot of
Destination is on the left.
history.
You see how I did that?
Yeah, that was very, that was good.
Smooth gangsta.
Yeah. Oh, cool. There's parking all in here. That's
Yeah, there's
nice.
only 12 spots though, so we may have to.
There seems like there's
You
stuff
think
up there.
there's some?
Looks like it would be. I don't know. This guy's waiting for. No. I don't know
Oh,
what
there's
he's
somebody leaving. Yeah, and then I see at least one other spot.
doing. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's great.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yay! We
This
made
is awesome.
it!
Yeah, this is great. One other time I was thinking about walking here because we stayed at the Luxor,
That would have
but
been a long ass.
that would have been a decent walk. It's deceptive on the map.
Okay, masks on while there's people around, but for the picture we can probably take them off.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to one-hand
Why does
this.
that say
Let me pause
cat?
this. Hold on. All right, so we're out. The airport's right there, and let's go up and take a picture of the famous sign. I do like how Vegas has done their city. They take pride in everything, it seems.
But it says, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yep. And what's great about it is,
Smaller than I thought.
yeah. And what's great about it is that they narrowed this road in order to put all this in, I think. I mean, obviously the sign has been here forever, but that parking, because it gets wider up there, obviously, so pretty cool. Pretty cool.
We're gonna be looking into the sun.
So yeah, pretty cool. There's Omega Mart, Meow Wolf. And this is one of those things that's free, so it's great. All right, folks, so I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to stop it here so that we can do what we got to do.